So imagine this. You're married. Your spouse loves you, provides for you, and doesn't cheat. But you feel suffocated. The relationship just isn't working. So what do? Divorce? Sure. But then, plot twist. You fall in love with another married man and become his second wife. Yep, that's Changes by Ama Ata Aidoo. Buckle up, because this is a love story that redefines the genre. And trust me, it's not your typical happily ever after. Meet Essie, an independent, educated woman with a successful career. She's married to Oko, but here's the thing. Essie isn't feeling the marriage. She feels trapped, emotionally stifled, and honestly just tired of Oko's constant need for her presence. And when she doesn't give him what he wants? Well, one morning he jumps on her, what she interprets as marital rape. That was the last straw. Essie walks straight to the courthouse and files for divorce. Now here's where things get interesting. Enter Ali, charming, sophisticated, already married, but hey, he's got space for one more wife. Essie falls for him, and before you can say relationship goals, she becomes wife number 2. And this is where Essie's logic gets a little, let's call it interesting. Here's a quote from page 54. As you know, my job can be very demanding sometimes. I have to prepare materials for ministers, permanent secretaries, such people. And then I have to do a lot of traveling. Inside the country, outside. Oko resented every minute he was free and I couldn't be with him. Okay, fair enough. But here's the kicker. The things she refused to do for Oko, the cooking, the affection, the availability, guess what? She does them all for Ali. Quote from page 91. Supper is ready, she announced. Food. Another source of pleasure when you were with Essie, Ali was thinking. She cooked like nobody else he knew or had known. Oh, Essie, so what changed? Turns out the problem wasn't just Oko, it was something deeper. And Ali? Well, he's still a man. And men with too many options. Let's just say, time ran out for Essie's fairy tale. The irony of it all? Essie, who sought freedom, ends up right back where she started. Except now she's the one waiting for attention. Because guess what? Ali has another wife and he gets busy. Sound familiar? Yep, what goes around comes around. And the book that brings all this drama to life? Changes by Ama Ata Aidoo, published in 1991 under the African Writers series. A love story? Sure. But more than that, it's a deep, sometimes frustrating, but absolutely compelling look at marriage, gender roles, and the illusion of choice in a patriarchal society. This book does something unique. It doesn't just tell a story, it challenges stereotypes. It asks uncomfortable questions. Why is polygamy condemned while other relationship choices are embraced? Why do some women feel suffocated in monogamous marriages? And do we sometimes mistake freedom for a change in circumstances, rather than a change in ourselves? Essie is not your typical heroine. She makes choices we don't always agree with. But that's what makes her real. And that's what makes this book worth reading. Along Essie's story is the story of her friend Opokuya and her husband Kubi, an interesting couple with their own problems. But what if Kubi loved Essie? The story is a true-to-life story, but one that would happen infrequently. The prose spoke to me on several levels. For instance, I was able to relate to some of the jargons used in this book, such as when Armstrong was used to refer to a thrift or a skinflint. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. Highly. No question. And now I want to hear from you. What do you think about Essie's choices? Would you have done things differently? Let's talk in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more deep dives into African literature. And as always, I'll leave a link to get this book in the description. See you in the next one.